Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing.
Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 594 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I'm glad you're here. Sometimes all it takes is one little message to get your head in the game in a way that moves you forward, right? I've heard or read one sentence before and it changed my entire mindset right in that moment. I stumbled on a quote from Marcus Aurelius recently where he said, "If it's endurable, endure it. Stop complaining." I had to stop and consider that for a moment, and I realized, you know what? He's so right, because complaining never helps. In fact, it makes it worse because now you're attracting more of the same. But that's just one quote. I run across them all the time where I think, you know what? Yeah, I needed to hear that today. Anyway, my point is sometimes there may be just one little thing you take from these 10-minute episodes, and I'm okay with that. That one thing, it could change the way you act this week. It could change what you do, which could change your life, for real. So thanks for being here. See, social media isn't all bad, right? Sometimes it gives us little good moments, but it's not all good either, right? We have to be so careful what we allow in and how we allow it to affect our daily life, our real life. Because social media is not real. It's not real life. You are the real life, your present environment, the people you surround yourself with, the moments that you have where you're present. Those are real. But sometimes the things we interact with on social media affects how we view our reality. It clouds it, maybe even skews it. And I hate to say it, but often it's intentional. Someone else is trying to get in your head. And if we're not careful, it can pull us away from what is real, like what's true and what actually matters. I like to call it the bait, like those posts, those videos or headlines that are designed to just rile us up and divide us and make us doubt ourselves or our own opinions and thoughts. But here's the thing. We don't have to bite. We don't have to take the bait. We can choose to stay grounded in our own reality. And that's why we have to be forever cautious and tread carefully and always remind ourselves when we're watching, because I know we get on social media. Most people are on social media of some form. And it's good to have that thought in the back of your mind. Am I taking the bait right now? Or maybe I shouldn't take the bait right now. I recently saw a video that I took the bait and it got under my skin a little bit. It was someone venting about a group of people in a way that felt really harsh and divisive and honestly really unfair. It was one of those things that could easily make you feel like the world is just crumbling and like everyone's at odds with each other and this race is against this race or these people are evil because they have a different belief. There's a lot of that on social media, and I caught myself thinking about that video a little too much. So I really just tried to shut down, put my phone down, get off of social media altogether, but that video still stuck with me. And I caught myself wondering if that's how people really felt. Well, fast forward a few hours and I'm at my weekly weightlifting class. You guys, classes are just the best for so many reasons. I can't recommend enough. Join a fitness club and take their classes. So anyway, that's not what I'm talking about, but in my class, there's this awesome group of women there. And they're from all different backgrounds, all just trying to get a good workout in, just like I am. Well, two of them were next to me, cracking jokes about how we're all struggling to keep up with the instructor's energy because she's full of energy. And at some point during the class, the instructor usually has you team up or work together with your benches so that you can go a little deeper in your squat or push a little bit harder. Without any thought at all, the lady next to me offered me her bench, encouraging me to push a little harder. We shared a laugh and high-fived when it was all done, and it was such a precious moment to me because I realized this is my reality, not the divisive videos online. The algorithm often pulls from the worst of humanity. I mean, the most divisive of humanity is what it's called rage bait. And too often we fall for it, me included. But that's not my experience in real life. I have had nothing but really great experiences with people that may not look like me outside, but our souls seem like they've known each other forever. That's my reality. And that moment reminded me that, our life really is a canvas. The interactions that we have, the people that we meet, the moments that we create, that's what shapes our world. Social media, that's just a highlight reel, and it's most of the time not a truthful one. I mean, think about it. How many times have you seen something online that made you feel a certain way only to step into your day and realize it's not that vibe at all? Maybe it's a post about how everyone's stressed and miserable, but then you have a really fun chat with your coworker that leaves you energized. Or maybe it's a news story about division, but your neighbor waves you over for a quick catch up. That feels like a warm hug. Whenever I get out and about, I am brought back to the reality that life is what you make of it. If I let social media shape how I see people, I might avoid those gym classes altogether. I might not wave to my neighbor thinking, well, they probably don't like me anyway. It's so important to check in with yourself and ask yourself if how you're seeing the world is from your true self or from a skewed social media clouded view. I've started checking in with myself regularly. If I see a video that seems like it's trying to pull me into anger or fear, I will stop and ask myself, okay, does this match what I'm seeing in my actual life? And 9 out of 10 times, it's not. I cannot tell you how many times I've been traveling somewhere like Paris or London, and I'm sort of in shock that I'm not seeing rioting and protesters everywhere, because that's what the news tells you is going on. I'm actually there and walking all over the city, and I don't see it anywhere. We just got back from Chicago this last week, and before we went, we were a little bit concerned because Chicago gets a bad rap. But literally, we were in awe the entire weekend. We were there from Thursday until Monday. We were in awe the entire weekend about how beautiful the city was and how cool the people were. Now, total transparency, we did at one point see quite a few ICE agents. We walked right through them, right in the middle of downtown, which was a little bit surreal, but it didn't come with the protesters or masked rioters or all the fighting and things that you see on TV. So I'm not sure where those people were. But you see, when you really think about it, our reality is so much better without the skewed lens of social media, which has also been shown to be kind of addictive. It's hard to look away when our brains want so badly to take the bait because we do get addicted to that dopamine hit. I read a recent study that said our brains can get hooked on the drama of polarizing content. Do you ever feel that? I do. It's like a sugar rush, a quick hit, then a crash when you're done. But when we focus on real world interactions, our brain actually lights up in a different way, where it boosts our creativity and even our sense of connection. So when you choose to engage with what's real, you're not just getting away from negativity, you're actually wiring yourself for more joy and more inspiration. Think about it. Every time you don't take the bait, you're choosing to paint your own picture of the world. And I think that's really powerful. You get to decide what your reality looks like. Now, for me, it's that little laughter and that fun time I had in my weightlifting class, or the unexpected interaction at the coffee shop. You have those, right, when you're present. Or even the quiet moments with my dog sitting outside in the sunshine where I don't have my phone in my face. I wonder, how does that look for you? How does that look when you're not taking the bait and you're actually noticing what is in your environment? You see, you have the power to choose your reality. The bait is always going to be there trying to hook you into someone else's narrative. But your life, it's happening right now in the people that you meet, in the moments that you create, and the actions that you take. Don't let the noise shape your reality. You shape it. Show up for your own world, the real one, the one right in front of you, and see what a difference it makes in your friendships and in your mindset, and most importantly, your overall happiness. If this resonated or helped you in even a little way, then share it with someone else. You could help them get their week started off with a little mindset reset. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.